my biggest takeaway was actually getting to the deeper issues. That has been something that I have avoided for a lot of my life. And so actually coming down to being at the deep-rooted issues, that's been huge for me. And the amount of self-confidence that I have gained by going through this program.
For me, I quit vaping, and that was actually a lot easier than I would have thought. And I don't think it would have been that easy if I would have done it out of this program. And yeah, also just getting into the deep-rooted issues as well. Just a lot of deep-rooted beliefs I didn't know were there, and just like how they affected me and like why I have the issues I have. And so that's helped a lot. So with our marriage, I feel like there's a deeper connection now. Like we understand each other in a way that we didn't before. And like it's just easier to communicate and to talk about issues and just be a lot more open and vulnerable with each other. And with myself, I think it helped a lot to just learn about my inborn identity and just like learning that I'm a sanguine and just like what that means, and also just all the things, because just reading my inborn identity, I'm like, oh wow, that makes a lot more sense now. And then just individual growth, just once again being more vulnerable with her and just more vulnerable in general and more open with people, seeing just feels better.
For me, with the marriage, we're not divorced, so like that's huge. But really, we have like that deeper connection. We are finally at that point where we understand like some of the things he was doing for me, I wasn't receiving, and some of the things I was trying to do for him, he wasn't receiving. And so there was a lot of like disconnect and resentment built up there. Individually, I have built a lot of self-confidence, and I was able to stop some of my addictions as well, like vaping. What was the other one? I don't remember the other one. So some of the benefits that I've experienced from this program is the extraction cycles and actually getting to the deeper beliefs, and the wall busters and the belief breakers, like actually going through and breaking the beliefs, reprogramming them, has been huge in my world. And it helped build so much confidence, and just like not really relying on other people's opinions of me has been huge for me, as well as learning the wall busters and how to spot other beliefs through other people as well.
And for me, it really helped to just figure out the priorities, just, God first, me in a self-care way, my spouse, kids, work, all that stuff. And also my inborn identity helped a lot, just figuring out like how I function, why I function, all the extraction cycles, just my deep-rooted beliefs, why I have my issues and quirks and stuff. And I just love the way the program works, like just working on myself individually and just like understanding myself, and then giving us the tools like that. The tools are a huge benefit. So that's a big benefit, is the tool and knowing how to use them properly. So I really like your guys' personalities. Like you guys are phenomenal people, and just what you guys are doing is awesome. And just kind of also like you can just really see God in your guys' lives, and your guys' dynamic is just hilarious. I love it. Like it's great. And just the way you guys have just helped us, the way you guys are just really blunt, but you guys do it in a very loving way. It means a lot. And the way that you guys just like make us focus on God and just like make it such a huge part of our lives just really means a lot.
I agree. Your dynamic is hilarious. I like the fun, the aspect between you guys, as well as like there's a point where you're serious and there's a point where you guys can kind of poke fun, and it's fun. It's fun for that, and I can see it like between me and him too as well, that we have had that part of our dynamic a little bit, but it's fun to see like that it can still be there and we can still have fun with each other. So for me, this program has immensely changed how confident I feel in myself. I used to worry about being judged or what other people would think of me, and I had a huge perspective change where I was like, sure, I'll be judged, but why do I care? So that has been a huge shift for me, and having like the confidence and just stepping into who I am, being authentic with who I am, and making sure that I'm falling in the right alignment and taking care of myself as well, because that was something I completely put on the back burner for the longest time in my life. So that has been a huge change for me and a huge win.
And for me, I really like how other people are not my responsibility, because that has always been a huge struggle for me. So I'm not in control of other people's emotions. They're not in control for mine. So that's been a huge help. And also just learning how to be just healthy and accept myself for who I am, knowing how I function, and not really caring as much what other people think. Like, I'm still working on it a little bit, and just, yeah, truly accepting myself and just being more confident. $1 trillion. No, just kidding. The limit does not exist. Another reference. Anyways, yeah, no, there isn't any amount of money that would. This stuff is way too valuable, like way too valuable. And it reminds me of just a question. I think you guys have mentioned it a lot. Like, how important is our marriage? Like, it's just, you can't put a value on it. And so it's just, I mean, if anything, knowing what I know now, I would be willing to pay more for the program. So yeah, there's limit does not exist.
For me, and the amount of growth that I have gained and the amount of confidence I have gained, there is no limit on how much you would have to pay me. Like, I will not unlearn any of this. You can't pay me enough for it. This program would be for definitely anyone who is going through any sort of issues in their marriage. However, I think it is valuable for everyone to learn, like individually and in marriage.
Yeah, I definitely think it's very valuable for everyone. Like, there should be, I mean, obviously it'd be really hard, but just like a 4-week program just for individuals, like if they're like ready to start dating or just like get into life, or struggle with depression or anything like that. Because I mean, even in that way, it's helped me immensely. And so just, yeah, for individuals, and definitely just marriage, like any couples out there that are planning on getting married or are married, just some really good valuable stuff in here. I would say do it. I will pay you to do it. I wouldn't pay you because that'd be not beneficial, but because, I mean, the price is for a reason. So, but I would strongly, if I could pay for it, I would. But yeah, it wouldn't be beneficial. Anyways, I repeat myself a lot. Do it. Definitely do it. It is so valuable. There is no amount of money that, I mean, I would be willing to pay a lot more for this program. Like, just knowing what I know now, it's so valuable. There's no price. So do it. You won't regret it. I understand it may seem like a scam because I was very skeptical. I told my wife the first time around, I was like, there's no way. And we actually had an interview scheduled. And then I was just like, nah, not interested. And then after listening to the podcast, I was like, you know what? Yeah, these guys know what's up. So do it. Yeah.
And at first, when I started discovering the program and everything, I definitely was like, it is a scam. And Desnekka personally messaged me and kept like, I feel some ghosting vibes. And I was like, oh, okay. I felt called out then and convicted then. And so I kept talking to him about it. And finally, the podcast sold him. And I am completely grateful.